Give it to me like. Give it to me like.
Every day feels boring. The same thing, routine in the morning. Grew up too fast without warning. And when it rains, it's pouring. I got dreams, big dreams. I wanna do big things, but I just can't seem to put it all together. I just wanna be seen. I'm jumping ship, I'm a diving. Middle of the ocean, swimming till I find it. I see an island out ahead, filled with things that I've wanted since I was a kid. Swim to it.
Hey, welcome. What's up, Jiggy? Hey, Ramblon. I am doing good. Ramblon, you change your name. I know the Lala. There's only one person that calls me Lala. I am back. I know you guys missed me. I missed you guys too. 2 days left. 2 days left. Tuesday, I ring the fucking bell and I'm done with this shit. Then I have to see my doctor, my oncologist, to get these pills or these chemo pills or whatever the fuck they're called. And that's, I missed my appointment on the 30th. So I go, I think on the 12th or the 14th, somewhere around there. Oh, you can't hear me? Hang on. Let me check my audio. Audio. That's why. Hold on. All right. That should be a lot better. Right? That's better. Now I should be like blaring. Yeah, I was going through my camera instead of my microphone. But now it should be a lot better. Hey, what's up, True Texan? Is that better, sweet one? Hey, Crystal. Is that better? Let me know. That's better. Okay. Yeah, it was because I was going through my I'm glad you told me though. Hey, Christina. So yeah, I am done with everything on Tuesday. And I can't believe the day has finally come because let me tell you, radiation is a fucking nightmare. Not that radiation is so bad. It takes like 2 minutes. But it's the going every single fucking day. And I made them all candles. I made them all little gift bags. Because, you know, you see the same people every day for a month. So I made them all little candles, pink can candles. Hey, yep. And let me tell you what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks. Patreons know this. But as you guys know, I own a business that has been pretty successful, but there were a lot of things that were wrong with the website that I never finished because I never really had time to finish it. So I took some time off to deal with life and redo the website and do it the right way, the way it was supposed to be done from the beginning. That is finally complete. there's one page, one picture that I didn't finish that I noticed today. But I know a lot of you guys look at it on a cell phone. I am extremely proud of the new website. I am going to show it to you guys on a computer because, I don't know, I just like it on a computer better. So hold on. Now we have the paint cans. I personally took every fucking picture. I was losing my mind. No joke. I redid these pictures at least 30 fucking times, for real. Like every single one of them got redone like 30 times. All candles are 27 except for paint can candles. Wax pads and paints are on one now. The about page got updated. It's short and sweet. Mystery boxes got updated. There's only 2 mystery boxes, wax melt box and a candle and wax melt box. That's it. 2 boxes. Air fresheners, nothing changed. Those stayed exactly the same. Gift sets, no real change. Gift cards, no change, but you guys can see where everything is. Subscriptions completely changed. I spent hours doing this. You got the candle of the month, which is now 25. The Empower Me, which is 40. And then the Wax Pods Club. Paints and Pods, which is wax melts and wax pods and the paint cans. Wax pods 12, paint cans 15. And then contact. Contact didn't change at all. And that's what I've done for the last 3 weeks. So I lost 3 weeks worth of income. So make sure you guys order your candles today. But yeah, if you want to know where everything is, that's where everything is. Oh, and the FAQ page I didn't change. And that's it. I'm very proud of it. I think it came out amazing. Everything is how it's supposed to be. And I'm pretty excited for it. I worked my ass off, like literally. But I feel refreshed. Thank you, Street One. I can't even tell you how many times I redid these pictures. You have no idea. I learned I'm not a photographer. I don't know how to use Photoshop. And I just had to keep retaking them because I had to make sure they were all in sync. And in order to do that, you have to keep retaking them. So yeah, it was not fun, but I did it. And like I said, everything has changed. New labels, new look, new wicks, new wax, new everything. And all the info on the candles have changed, like a complete overhaul. But now I'm done and I never have to do it again. Whew. So yeah, I'm going to be running a sale tonight. I don't have it on the website yet because I wanted to make sure that I had everything done before I, you go over it like 20 times. So that's where we're at. But I am running a big sale tonight. And I know I promised you guys 50% off. So I'm going to do 50% off for returning subscribers. Paint cans can't go on sale any lower. And that's it. Wax pods is good, but I am very excited about it. I'm very proud of it. And that's it. So I want to show you guys. That's what I've been doing for the last 3 weeks. I've been working literally like 18 hours a day, every day. It's been crazy, crazy. So as far as my skin is good. Thankfully, I've had no issues other than last night. Like my boob all of a sudden started hurting. It was really weird. I was like, what the hell? And then sometimes in a shower, I got to cover my nipple because the water like can't handle it. I don't know. It's weird. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty much good. I just have like Sharpie marks all over me. For anyone that ever went through radiation, you know what I'm talking about. They take a Sharpie and they just start marking your body all over. And then they put tape over it so it stays. So like when you look in a mirror naked, you just got marks all over you. So I just can't wait for this to be done. 2 more days left. 2 more days and I'm done. But I'm good. I really am. I'm good. I feel refreshed. I feel relaxed. If anybody is friends with Josh from the lab, please tell him I want to talk to him. Has nothing to do with drama. The drama is something totally different. But I was listening to a case last night at like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I don't know if you guys were familiar with it, but I found out that when I was looking over more stuff, Josh did an interview with the father from 2 years ago. The interview was rough, though. I mean, between the father sounding rough and Josh sounding rough, it was a rough interview to get through. But I was listening to it until 6:30 this morning. And I wanted to talk to Josh about it because, like I said, I found this case. You guys may be familiar with it. But Josh, I want to know if he still speaks to the family. Really sad case. Another missing kid who hasn't been found yet. But I'm not staying on long because I got to clean. When I tell you my house looks like a bomb went through it, I am not lying. That's what happens when you do nothing for 3 weeks but work on a website. But I'm back, though. I'm back for good. I just needed a break. I know I'm not doing drama, except ones that I'm brought into. Hey, Boo Sheet. But there's a lot of cases. Let me tell you guys, when you are doing nothing but listening to like 48 hours and stuff all the time, and that's all you're listening to 18 hours a day, and I am not bullshitting you when I say 18 hours a day, and you find all these cases, and I really got into like Long Crime Channel, even listened to, I saw that Annie 10 to Life did a whole episode with a psychologist on that TikToker that I brought you guys last time I went live. And she has a totally opposite opinion than me. Hey, Muscles. She has a totally opposite opinion of me. And I just don't get it. I really don't get it. But like I said, maybe we're all missing something because her and the psychologist were like going crazy over this girl and this mother. And I'm like, all right, I guess maybe I'm missing something here because I just don't get it. But anyway, so when you listen to Long Crime and you listen to all these things, you realize how many fucking cases are out there. There's so many cases. And yet everybody's focused on the same ones. Now, don't get me wrong. I absolutely enjoy listening to Brittany while I'm working on the website every single night. And I got back into the Sebastian Rogers case just because I'm listening to Brittany night after night after night. And, you know, I told her there were certain nights that I was cringing listening. But Winston... But I honestly, like, I don't know. I enjoy listening to her channel. I do. I don't agree with her guests, but I do enjoy listening to her. And I know she's not a favorite around here, but I don't really care. I mean, you guys know that I don't really give a fuck if someone likes who I like or not, or agrees with who I agree with. Now, does that mean that I agree with every single thing that Brittany says or does? Of course not. But like myself, I think she gets a really fucking bad rap. And I think it's unfair and it's unwarranted. I really do. Now, I don't have the voice I used to have, but we're going to get it back. We'll gain it back again. But I just don't understand the hypocrisy around here. Yeah, Brittany J. I don't understand the hypocrisy around here. It's mind-blowing. And it's like you can't not see it. You just can't. You would have to be so fucking blind not to see the hypocrisy. Yeah, everyone knows I like Brittany. I always have. And you know, I sit there and I watch, like sitting back, you watch everything and you watch everybody. And I needed that time off to be able to do that. I needed that time off to be able to see what was going on. And let me tell you, the only people that I didn't watch, I focused more on Sebastian's case people, because if not, then nobody else was really interesting me. And I needed something that I could listen to, you know, for hours. Nonsense was another one that was good for that. Just listen to it for hours. But then it got to be too much. And the reason I say that, when I hear, and I heard this from multiple people, when I hear people say, and this doesn't win me friends, let me tell you, it truly doesn't. But when I hear people say they're not here for money while they're bringing in money, that's a red flag. When I hear someone say that somebody else should donate their money when they have no receipts that they donated money, that's a red flag. I have a very hard time with someone calling somebody else a grifter while they're making money on the exact same case. It's okay if everybody makes money. It's perfectly okay if you make money on a case. It's perfectly okay for you to talk about a case and to make money on it. People are paying you for your time. People are paying you for your research. People are paying you because they enjoy your content. When you get to like the lawyers and stuff, which is another thing I want to talk about, and when you get to the lawyers and stuff, you're paying them for their expertise. That's like an underwritten rule on YouTube. So I don't understand why people who are making money on YouTube are calling other people out for making money. Stop the bullshit. And then you have somebody that's calling people out that have raised more money than most of this community put together. Why are you talking about anybody else raising money? Or I don't know. I just find it fucked up. I do. I find it completely fucked up. I find it completely wrong. I find it completely hypocritical. And it's really sad. It's really sad. That's what this community has turned into. This community has turned into nothing but fucking hypocrites. And everybody that's calling this one out is doing the exact same thing. I know my community post yesterday was not winning me friends. But you know what? I don't give a fuck. It needed to be called out. And there's too many people in this community that want to side, you know, if you side here, then that's okay. If you side over here, then you're a tragedy pimp, or you're a tragedy pimp lover, or you support a tragedy pimp, or whatever. The shit needs to stop, like for real. Every single person goes up and down on this platform. You have good months, you have bad months, you've been at the top of your game, you've been at the lowest of your game. Look at Betty. She's a perfect example. For a while, Betty was at a low. So Betty jumped on a bandwagon and jumped on the Sebastian Rogers, and boom, boom. Now she's doing great again. Okay, good for her. That's because YouTube is cyclical. People always telling us stop counting her pockets while she goes live every day to call it. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying, Cats. This entire community, but yet nobody calls her out. Nobody says anything to her about all the money she's raised. It's hypocrisy at its finest. And it's absolutely fucking ridiculous. The shit needs to stop. Absolutely. Yeah, these do-gooders are fucking pathetic already. I don't agree with what's going on. I started this by what you said on BJ, so don't come. I started what? What did I start? Please enlighten me. Oh, I started the hypocrisy in the entire community. Sweet. It must be me. Guys, you heard that first. Now I'm being blamed for starting all of the hypocrisy in the entire community. Gotcha. Gotcha, Firefly. It must be me. Get the fuck out of here. It's people, it's stupidity like you I can't handle. But I swore I was coming back and being nicer. I said, I'm going to be nicer. I'm going to be nicer. And I'm not going to call people idiots. I know, it's always my fault. I got power. Too bad I don't have power in numbers, but I certainly have power and control over this community, obviously, because people come in here and say the dumbest shit. It's crazy. Crazy. But yeah, did you guys know that? I guess I started everything. It's all my fault. It's all my fault. There's hypocrisy in this community. All because I said something on Brittany's panel. Wow. I got power. I know, right? Shame on me, Bushi. Exactly, Narcos. Exactly. But it does come down to who you like. Like Deets, for example. I like Deets. And I enjoy listening to Deets. But at the same time, as you guys know, I flipped out one day on her channel. I went in there hot. But, you know, she could be talking about something that I've already heard 100 times. But because I like her and I like listening to her, all of a sudden it doesn't seem so bad. And I can listen to it. So it only proves that if you like somebody, if you like a creator, then you don't really care what they're talking about, because it doesn't matter if they're being a hypocrite or not, because you enjoy their content. That's where this hypocrisy seems to go all over the place. And Narcos, all the ones that keep blaming me and others are doing that. Now, let me tell you, though, I happened to be scrolling YouTube this morning and came across Betty, which I normally don't listen to, but I saw her title. I go, here we go. Here we go, bashing the Proudfoots again. But she did bring up an interesting point, which I was like, whoa, is she right about this? And then I felt duped. So for those of you that are following the case, I know there are a lot of you, and I know I'm skipping all around because I'm trying to get fast. I've been live 20 minutes in 3 weeks. Exactly, Kaz. Isn't it crazy? So for those of you that are following the case, and I promise you, when I go back to like every day, I won't talk this fast. I'm just trying to get done real quick. So we've always been under the impression that, that Katie was on the phone with Chris for like 3 hours from like 9 to 12. And in going back to original interviews, Betty says, I didn't hear it, but Betty said, and I'm sure she got it from someone else, that Katie said she fell asleep on the couch at 10. Well, were you on the phone with Chris from 9 to 12, like you claimed originally? Or were you really on the phone? I mean, Or were you really not on the phone and fell asleep? I got to look that up because that's interesting. So I heard that from Betty today. In like the one time I ever listened to Betty. But she had a good title, so I'm like, oh, let me see. Thank you, Big Sexy. Crystal, every single time Firefly goes on panel, QB has no patience for her and mutes her and then pretends it's Firefly's computer messing up every time. I don't know who Firefly is. Should I know them? I don't know them. Because they want so badly to fit in. The only thing QB responds to is money. Oh, absolutely. She made a point to let her people know that they can get a little attention if they send her money. Yeah, but you know what, Cats? She does it the right way. She really does. Every single creator that does that makes money on YouTube. I acknowledge people and don't make money on YouTube anymore. Make it make sense. So there's a point. She's got a point to it. I'm just saying. There is a psychology behind it. Oh, the drama is unreal. Absolutely unreal. By the way, did Dolly end up getting a booth? Or did him and PJ just go to Hey Box? Or did him and PJ just go to CrimeCon? Which I think is ridiculous. Hey, Kaz. They didn't get a booth? What a scam. He just raised money so he didn't have to pay for PJ. Just saying. That's fucked up. Thank you, Sly. You beat me to it. I was just getting ready to drop 5. So Crystal can't yell at me. I was going to say we're going to start it off right. So thank you. I appreciate you. I absolutely appreciate that, Sly. And I'm going to drop another 5. Hold on. This way Crystal can't yell at me. Thank you, Allie. Hold on. I got to do it from here. All right. Coming in hot with another 5. Oh, wait, where are they? Why can't I do it? Hold on. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. All right, another 5 coming in. There you go. Let's start my welcome back off right. 5,000 booth fundraiser for 400 times 2. Well, they needed hotel. They needed lots of things. They needed food. Yeah, I do believe it was a scam. Hey, Kit Kat. So again, all my candle people, brand new website and discount coming tonight. I will put it on my community page. Oh, they're in the camper, so they don't even need a hotel. So why did he need $5,000? Like, for real? Not that it's any of my business, but this shit's fucked up. They need stripper money. Maybe. Yeah, he did have an RV. He does have an RV. And it's not that expensive to go to Tennessee. I guess they wanted to see the thing. I had a feeling he wasn't going. I had a feeling he wasn't getting a booth. It was for a booth. Community Post said he got it and paid for it. I guess not. And soap would be easy to bring there. Hey, Alyssa, I am doing. That's crazy, though. That really is crazy. Wow. I'm going to get a booth next year. I'm going to look to get a booth next year. When he was raising money for the booth, they were sold out. So why didn't he tell anybody? Did he tell people it was sold out? From what I heard, it was already too late to get a booth when he first started the grift. Oh, no shit. Okay. I don't think. How dumb are you fucking trolling me in my own chat under my name? Are you fucking stupid? Like, this is so dumb. But don't erase it because I got to get the IP address. 16 subscribers. I wonder who else there are. Report. All right, I had to report it. Let me see. All right. I agree, Ash. But let me just say something else. Even if QB was on drugs, that's not my business. I don't know why people run around saying, I don't give a fuck if she falls asleep on a live. I don't give a shit if she's high as a kite. It doesn't affect me in any which way, shape, or form. So, like, who cares if she falls asleep? That's not my business. And everyone knows I would never, ever write like that. So try again. I already got the URL. Now it can be erased. Like, how dumb are you going to be to troll me in my own chat? Like, everybody knows if it's me, it's going to be, whatchamacallit? It's going to be whatever. Allie's paying me? Is she? I didn't know that. Where is she paying me? Please enlighten me, Georgia. Where is she paying me? Yeah, my name is highlighted. No, Georgia, stupidity like you is what ruins my channel. So bye-bye. Have a good day. Georgia's gone. She can go elsewhere. Okay, sweet one. That's what I was going to talk about real fast. Are you guys familiar with what's going on with Nick Rekieta? Holy fuck. It's sad. It's mind-blowing. And it's whoa. Just whoa. Are you guys familiar with it? I don't know if I want to cover it. Because I feel bad. But it's whoa. You have Miss Lee? It's crazy. It's sad. It's crazy. It's mind-blowing. I mean, he fucking started YouTube. Not YouTube, but lawyers on YouTube. He started it. Like, he paved the way for all of these other channels to do LawTube. And then he just totally disintegrated. And he's letting everybody watch his downfall right on YouTube. And I think it's different than like somebody else doing it, because somebody else doing it, it's different. He has everything that most of us would like. He had a good career. He had stability. He had a wife and 5 kids and a beautiful home and a beautiful family, and made hundreds of thousands of dollars on YouTube alone, plus his law practice. Like, he had it all. And as a former drug addict or recovering drug addict, or any way you want to put it, to see this right in front of me and to see his downfall right in front of me, not only does it bring back memories, because he's doing the same drugs that I was on, but to watch it and to see it, it confirms why I quit. But it's sad to watch, and it's sad to see. Exactly. Money doesn't buy you happiness. I just couldn't believe what I was watching. I'm like, oh my God. And I don't think a lot of the lawyers even understand it, because, come on, let's be real. How many lawyers were drug addicts? Probably almost none. How many lawyers were street kids or understood addiction? Probably not a lot. So I don't think they're looking at it from an addict perspective. I think they're looking at it from a lawyer perspective. And they don't understand like the wrath of addiction and what it can do to you. And you know, you look at his comment sections and you hear people saying like, dude, get help, get help. But it's like telling an anorexic, just eat. It's not that easy. You can't just, oh, okay, let me just stop. I believe that he gave away all his alcohol. I'll tell you why. Drug addicts that are on meth and coke aren't really, or dope, aren't really sitting there drinking. I think he's always been an addict, but he used alcohol. And now he's gone. As far as paying an attorney or being an attorney, you know what they say about an attorney, but here's the sad part too. I really think if he asked one of these Law 2 people that are in his state, they would do it. They would be his attorney. I heard he was a really good attorney at one point, but it's really sad. I was thinking about covering it. Yeah, alcohol isn't a problem, but it's really sad. Yes, but we don't know if he was if he was a drug addict, then went to alcohol and then went back to drugs. We don't know. Josh, where are you? Oh, Josh. So are you guys familiar with the Dylan Eller case from Nova Scotia? Oh, by the way, before I forget, because I don't want to forget in my rambling state today, if you have not watched Eric on Netflix, go watch it. Fuck YouTube. Fuck anything going on today. Take 6 hours and watch Eric on Netflix. It was the best series I've watched on Netflix since Dark. I almost want to watch it again. That's how good it was. Highly recommend it. It's called Eric. It is fucking phenomenal. Miss Lee, you won't be disappointed. I literally almost watched it again. It was so good. So good. Hey, Jeanette. Starting it tonight, remember, it's like 6 hours. I want a part 2 to it. It was, I can't say enough good things about it. It was that good. By the end, I was like, no, don't end, don't end. That's how I spent my day yesterday. And I almost didn't watch it. It was fucking phenomenal. And if you don't like it, let me know. Hey, Yarn. I can't really say what it's about. Let's just say it's about family. It's about a cop in the 80s trying to find his missing child and all the trials and tribulations. Just trust me when I tell you it is phenomenal. It's deep, but it's phenomenal. Oh, absolutely. Call me. A lot of them are concerned, but a lot of them are also like not so nice. No, it's not a true story. Thank God it's not a true story. Well, I can't say much about it without telling you or giving it away. Just trust me when I tell you, if you like deep stories and if you like that 80s vibe, then you'll love it. But I'm telling you, it's so good. And you guys know I wasn't this passionate about anything except like dark. And this has me, I like this as much as I like dark. That's how good it was. I don't know Outlander. No spoilers. I'm not saying a word. Not a word. I don't think it's fame, though. I think he's just a junkie. Not a junkie, but just a drug addict. And when I say junkie, nobody take it wrong. I used to be a junkie, but in my opinion, junkie is anyone that does drugs and can't stop. Oh, his first video was Rittenhouse? I didn't know that. You can actually, the alcohol lead him down the drug path. Yeah, see, I don't believe alcohol can make you do drugs. They're two different things. Two different highs. But an addict is an addict. It's called Eric. An addict is an addict. Doesn't matter who the addict is. Doesn't matter. An addict is an addict, period. Oh, was he passing out? I didn't know that. I don't really watch him. Cigarettes, yeah, cigarettes and caffeine can be junkies in your opinion. Absolutely. You smoke every day, you're a junkie. I don't know. Junkies used to be associated with heroin addicts. Now, to me, everyone's a junkie. You do drugs, you're a junkie. You do anything every day, you're a junkie. Junk food junkie. So, we can make that clear. But this Dylan Ehlers case, it's sad. And it's been years. And this kid has not been found. And I have my own opinions of what I think happened. I may dive deep into it. And that's why I want to talk to Josh. Because he had interviewed the parents. I may try to get a hold of the parents. I know dad's been arrested since then, but nothing to do with this. Yeah, true crime junkie. There's a lot of different junkies. I'm doing good. I stopped following that. I was following it. And then I actually boxed. There was an interview with a psychologist that I watched on some channel. It was some like doctor channel. Hey, guess what? I'm so excited. I know it's going to sound weird, but I used to get like these little hairs that grew on my face. And I feel one. So that means my hair's growing back. Woohoo! Oh, do you, Mia? What do you think happened? So let me tell you what I think. I know that everyone wants to say that he was kidnapped, but I don't know. I kind of think that the theory of him being down the stream makes more sense. But is the grandma involved? Is the grandma not involved? I do agree with the father that she did more than just turn around for a second. I think she went upstairs with the dog or something. Because if someone took him, like the father said, why wouldn't the dog run? Why wouldn't the dog, try to chase after him? Yeah, well, my hair on my head is growing back slowly but surely. But yeah, the hair on my face is growing back. Woohoo! I've never been so happy to feel that baby hair. I hope so too, because right now it's just little tiny peach fuzz. It's funny looking. A little peach fuzz. But like I said, the hair on my chin growing back. Woohoo! I've never been so happy to have some facial hair. You think he drowned, they're covering it up. Who's they? The mom or the grandmother? Like, I don't think the parents had anything to do with it. Thank you, Angela. That's what I'm saying. I've never been so excited to have facial hair. But woohoo! So you think the grandmother drowned? So let me tell you guys about this case a little. So the parents are not speaking to the mom. It's her mother. They refuse to speak to her. The grandmother says that, obviously I'm responsible. She claims that she only turned around for a second. The kid went tearing off, which doesn't make any sense either. They found his boots, but the cops did like this shitty ass investigation. They did almost no investigation, or so it seems. But it's another country, so I don't know how things are done. Amber Alert never went out. They never treated it like, he was kidnapped. They only treated it like he died. He went in the stream. But again, the only thing they ever found were the boots. But I wonder if the grandmother knows more. But the grandmother watched him every day. Like, what would make this one different? You know what I mean? What would make this day different than any other day that she watched him? It's really sad, Yarn. I heard it last night for the first time at like 4:30 in the morning. Maybe even later. I watched it on like 48 hours. And then I saw that Josh from the lab had interviewed the father 2 years ago. It's a rough interview, though. The dad no offense, but the dad sounds like he's high. Josh was all over the place, trying to like do a good job. He didn't do a bad job. It was just a rough interview. But I'm wondering if he still speaks to the parents. Is he still in touch with the parents? I was thinking about reaching out to the father. It's been a couple of years now. It's been, 4 years? Are there any new leads? Can't really find anything. Mike's dad came out about the threesomes with male prostitutes, told her dad if she's pregnant, the baby could be black. Okay. That's just more of a reason for her to commit suicide. Maybe she found out she was pregnant. You know what I mean? There's a good chance she found out she was pregnant and couldn't handle it. I am a firm believer. I do believe she took her own life. I do. I don't know why. I just do. I know a lot of people see it differently, but I do. I believe she took her own life. Yeah, Yarn, it's a really sad case. 48, like I said, 48 Hours did a thing on it yesterday. Not yesterday, but I found it yesterday. I think she took her own life, but was forced to. See, I thought that theory too. Thank you, Yarn. I thought that theory too. That was my original theory, that she was forced, and Gray Hughes actually said to me, oh, get out of here with that conspiracy theory, like way back in the beginning. So I'm like, Gray, where's my apology? I'll wait for that apology. But I do. That was my original thought. But I don't think she would have made the phone call then. There was no reason for her to make the phone call if people knew where she was. Then they talked about her going outstream. Well, there's a good chance she walked in the water and did it in the middle of the water so she wouldn't get eaten by animals, or animals brought her in the water. I don't know. I really don't know. But I really don't think that if she was forced to do it, she would have made that phone call. There would be no reason to. And thank you, Yarn. I worked very hard on it. Very hard. 3 weeks. As Patreons, I kept going like, I got to redo pictures. Like, if I knew what I was doing, it wouldn't have taken me that long. But I didn't have a fucking clue what I was doing. And every time I did it, I changed it. I changed those labels like 4 times, for real. I totally agree with that, bullshit. And as a parent, you never want to admit that that's what went down. Like, you never want to admit that, oh my God, I did this. My daughter did this, or my son did this. Nobody ever wants to admit that. That's a hard thing to admit. So I get it. By the way, I got a copyright strike from some stupid short that I posted. And I don't even remember which one it is. But it was like 13 seconds. I don't know if it was a short or a video, but a 13-second got me a stupid copyright strike. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'll be writing to YouTube right after this live. I didn't notice it until I was about to go live. It is always easy to blame someone. See, I think she had a choice, but I think there was extenuating circumstances. Like, maybe she was pregnant. Maybe she felt like there was no way out, which I do believe she felt like there was no way out. So I don't know. I know the position she was in. I was with someone like that. I went through a custody fight with someone like that, which makes me think that, nah, she did it on her own. She just didn't feel like she had an out, and that he was always going to do this to her. I do believe that. Because honestly, if I didn't have my kids and I went through the same shit with Brad and I didn't have kids, I don't know where my head would have been at. I mean, I had kids, so I had to fight. But that shit weighs you down, like, bad. And it's not something I would ever want to go through again. I did not see the protest. Why are they protesting the church? Now, the thing that is weird is where she decided to do it. That is a little strange, though. And the only thing I could think of is if she went to go talk to that guy first. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it seems that the pastor from the church or the pastor's best friend or his best friend from the church or something lived right near that pond, right near that water that she unalived herself in. Like, he lives right there. That's weird to me. That was like, well, explains why she went to that place. Yeah, but he lived right there, which is weird. Like, they said that you can see, like, his house overlooks that park. That was like a whoa moment. So I don't know, maybe she went to talk to him first. But I always found that odd. Hey, Amber. No, I haven't looked at anything like that. Exactly, Box. No, maybe he lured her out. I don't know. I just always found that really weird. JLR put out the video 2 hours ago. The group is chanting, "You can't hide from the FBI." I don't know. A lot of people seem to get away with the FBI. Good night, Yarn. Yeah, Yarn, I'm back. But no drama. True crime. And in 2 days, I'm done with radiation. 2 more days. Woohoo! Oh. All right. I'm getting off in a minute, though. I didn't plan on staying on more than an hour, and I know I got like a lot of stuff like all grouped into one. Who do you? I don't know. Oh, the husband did. I think the husband did. I do get to ring the bell on Tuesday. Yeah, it rain. It's nice out now, though. It's sunny out now. And guess who's gonna get stuck mowing my own lawn? Because my kids are lazy as fuck. And I ask them to do it, and all I get is tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. And tomorrow never comes. Do you want to get something done? You got to do it yourself. Right, Winston? I don't know. It's really the only time I drink enough water is when I do something, when I break a sweat. See, Yarn, now you made me tired. That's because I know I got to go mow the damn lawn. So, all right. I'm going to get off, though. Make sure you guys order your candles. Like I said, well, actually wait a little while before you order them because I still have to put the discount on the website. And I'm not totally sure what I'm going to do. I'll probably do a buy one, get one, which is basically 50% off. And I know I promised you guys 50% off, so we're probably going to do that. Buy one, get one free. That was actually a really good special. The only thing I can't do that on is the paint cans because they're already cheap enough. Oh, you know what I got to do? I knew I forgot something. I got to change the shipping for the paint can candles. It's different shipping class. It's cheaper. So I got to do that. And that's it. And then I got to mow the lawn. So I'm glad I just remembered. No, Josh wasn't supposed to come on. I just want to ask him about this case. And if he still spoke to the parents or if he still spoke to the dad. So, but I will see you guys later tomorrow. Like I said, I'm working on a couple things, a couple of true crime cases to bring you guys. No, Slide, depending on how many you bought, I only have 4. I meant to ask you how many you needed, so I knew what to put on the site if I knew I needed to order more, because I've had it for a while. Only Whistledown is the only one that ever bought it. And I want to thank you guys for sticking with me in my time of taking a break, because I really did need a break. I needed to refresh. I knew I was angry. I was getting pissed off at everybody. And it wasn't good. I wasn't in a good headspace between everything. So that's why I needed a break. I needed to reorganize my life, reorganize my business, make my priorities first, which was my health, obviously. And I just need some time away to refocus. And I think I'm ready to come back. As long as, we don't have to deal with the bullshit from all over the place. People just leave me the fuck alone. But yeah. So that's it. Laura needs bagging grass, if you ask me. I'm telling you, I probably do need some grass. I probably do. But I may go live tonight just with candles to let you guys know about all the specials that I'm coming up with while I'm mowing the lawn. So if you're a candle person, you probably want to be here later. And that's it. All right. I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Peace. And I'm feeling good. I'm getting a soundboard. Since this community seems to love soundboards, but I'm going to have a cool one. And we're just doing things a little different. All right. But I love you guys. I'll see you guys later. I'll probably see you guys tonight for candles. So like I said, it'll just be candles, no drama, maybe some true crime in there, but definitely candles. All right. When I get everything fixed. And that's it. Have a good night. Peace out. And I'll see you guys tonight. Peace.